capital market now. The Nigerian Exchange Limited All-Share Index and the market capitalization increased from preceding weeks lows of 53,804.46 point and 29.31 trillion naira respectively to 54,949.21 point. Now the market positive return year to date now stand at 7.22%. Now if we look at the month to date, the market has increased by about 3.21%. Now, despite slight interest in industrial stocks, investors in the review trading week brought more of consumer goods back in and oil and gas, or bought more rather, into the oil and gas stocks and consumer goods as well. So let's get into the conversation now. Ambrose Omodion, Chief Research Officer, Investor Consulting Limited. He's here with me in the studio. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Frank.
Yes, and I mean, yes, we will talk about all the will I say the mode of the market before the election proper, and then of course what happens this week. We'll get to that in a moment. But let's quickly talk about the fact that the outcome of election, people are beginning to talk, people are beginning to react, investors are beginning to react to it. So what kind of reactions are we getting in the equities market at the moment? It's day 3 into the Nigeria 2023 presidential and national assembly elections.
Yeah, for me, no, not minding the inconclusive election. Also, we're expecting to see the result coming before either tomorrow morning, the general result. But for me, I like the mode we're seeing now. That even as the result is being trickled out, we saw that many voters, electorate. I mean, we have Nigeria first before any other thing. It shows that we are mature, and I'm happy that even the line of voting, can see that there is energy, and I believe that whoever that comes as a president should convert this energy to productivity at the end of the day, so that these youth that have came out and managed to vote will be engaged. That will also drive our GDP and all those stuff. I believe that what we are seeing, whoever that emerged as a leader, we know that Nigeria is moving to another, all I call a policy shift, or what we call reset entirely, to drive this economy to where we are going. And for me, I'm happy that I'm seeing this energy, and can see that around the globe, around the country, can see that there's a relatively calm waiting for this result. And
right.
If we do buy into it, and at the end of the day, a winner is announced by the by the body responsible for that, that will not give more confidence. But actually, what is happening in the market today, even last week, right, is that Nigerian investors are dogged. They don't mind what you people are saying about the election. All those risks have been factored into their position. What I mean, so that after last week, even being the election year, we saw the market up by 2.13% for the week, and reversing the previous week 0.96%. It tells you that more investors are taking position. I have about 41 stock on the gainer start, and just 20 or 19 on the loser side for last week. Even this morning, the Z, or the strength was in the market, shows that investors.
Because I was surprised, like, how can we get in election week or a week to the election, you're seeing that much gain in the market? I'm like, what? This has never happened
before.
Before.
We're discussing on this platform,
yes,
that there's a change of what trend, and that is of trend. We should also keep look at it, that if you follow past trend, yes, that's why I tell you that past performance is not a guarantee of future performance.
Right.
If you look at the previous election years in Nigeria, we have seen that this period they were panicking just because of what the people that are owning the market are not Nigerians. I call them foreign investors, smart money, or whatever they will call it. That then during this election, because it's not their country, they feel like, if election go that way, they might lose their investment. Instead, it was to set down, and that's why you see this period of election, you see our market trying to bleed in and all those stuff. But you can see that from 2022, we saw a reversal. That is, let me say, post COVID-19. When the foreign investors sold down, market touched almost 11 years high low for 2020. Then the local investors, the international, took over the market, and since then, company performance has also been impressive. Those investors that took over the market are still benefiting because the companies on the exchange are also paying them good dividend. That is an incentive for them to acquire more. That's why even during the election, the market was not shaking. Others were predicting market fever, anxiety, and all. But I'll tell you that as of today, now to speak, today is the first trading day of the week. I know that it's like a day to the last end of the month, but I'll still tell you that market is positive. We can't say this end of the month window dressing, because it's in Nigeria market, we'll see more of window dressing at the end of each quarters. For me, this is end of November, and we're seeing market opening on a very positive note. Why? Because earnings that are coming to the market also are positive. As we speak now, Dangote have announced a dividend of 20 naira for the shares. You can see that of Boa Cement, 80 kobo dividend for. We can see that of Nigeria bringing 1 naira, not 3 kobo. And I say that they are most many investors in this market that are investing for dividend only. And why they are in the market, I think they are happy. They want to even increase their stake because they are long-term investor. Why traders like me also want to take advantage of them coming in price going up? I said, I make no. For me, the market is still very active, and I tell you, we'll see that post-rally once once the result is announced.
Yes.
That will boost more confidence.
But again, the concern there now is that, I mean, we've never had election this way extending to 3 days. This is the third day, actually. And we hope that.
This is not the first time. Let me correct you. 2015 coalition is more than 2 days.
No, 2015 was just 2 days. It was just 2 days. I mean, but this is the third day, really.
We have also, there's also a change,
yes.
You know, in the political system.
Yeah.
Before we have 2 parties, now we have 3 or 4 major parties running, and also Nigeria has increased in terms of weight, in terms of participation. We have increased. That is that for me, you know, let them not be.
No, the concern now is that we used to have 1 day, 2 days. You know the winner.
Yes.
But now the results are being delayed. Yes, they are trickling in.
It's not delayed.
But some people,
it's not the nature. It's not the making of INEC.
Yes, I know.
It's the process. For me, I don't belong to that sector that.
Yeah, just a moment.
Okay.
Just a moment. What the concern really is that because it has delayed into the 3rd day, that the faith in INEC to declare a free election, all right, it's dampened at the moment.
No,
and
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in
that's
that.
the concern of many.
And so, but after you come, but
what kind of feelings do you think that will send to investors in the capital market? You know, but maybe foreign investors as well. We may want to play in this market. Yes,
the Nigerian investors are already open for the market. Whoever that match as the winner, whether it's coming from APC, come from Labour parties, come from PDP, come from MPP, whoever they emerge, Nigerians are why? These are pro-market and these are business-minded people who believe that they have seen where we are as a nation. They know that we need to a paradigm shift to put Nigeria in the right direction, that the economy will recover and move forward. For that, every investor is investing against the future, because investment is against the future, not against the past performance. For that, we're looking at sectors that the policies that will come, reform that will come, will drive. That is where you see the market is very different. And also, as I said earlier, the whole structure of the market has changed. The performance of the company have been impressive. And these are the things that want to drive the price, driving the price. For me, investors are calm, waiting for results. That's why if the investors are jittery or they are afraid, they won't be investing this money. I tell you that the kind of move we're seeing in the market is that people are still accumulating dividend-paying stock as to speak. That is that they have confidence that whoever that the INEC declares as winner will also give more confidence to attract even foreign investors.
Okay, the week has started already, and you told us earlier that the market, it's already up.
Yeah.
So what do we expect all through the week, as Nigerians expect the final result or the winner of the election to be announced?
For me, we expect to see a mixed market. Why I say mixed market is that we're reacting to positive result from the election, and also numbers are coming. Dividends that are not supporting the price of the stock, they are bound to be profit taking those stocks and move to another stock. That's why we're going to see a mixed trend. It's not because people are reacting to negative election or that. It does because some earnings that come, you declare dividend, but because the price of those stocks has gone high, it's not supporting the price. Now you have to set not because of election, because I will tell you the market is already on a mood that investors expect, and that's what they are seeing, because the structure of the market has changed. The ends of these companies are very impressive, better than expected. For that, I see the market remaining in this tempo. But don't forget that during or when we get to where they'll be marked down and closure of registrar, that is where you're going to see that block of 290, but not immediately. But I believe that after the election, confidence will increase, and also when we start seeing the new government preparing to come on board, they must come with reform, and also the government that's on board now also want to make sure that the economy remains stable towards the May 29. For me, I expect that for us with our investors on the market, cool and invest wisely.
Okay. Well, invest wisely. Just a piece of advice from Ambrose Obolion there.